Following on from yesterday's report, Atamifuji was said by Sankei Sports to be looking a little heavy during January 6th practice. He now weighs 181 kilos and seemed a little off the pace as he slumped to 8 defeats from 11, many against colleague Terunofuji. "I want to move this weight around better and will really try hard to find a way," Atami revealed post-session. He's had many pleasant schedule distractions of late: a New Year's appearance on a primetime TV show, a Tokyo Chunichi newspaper award for the Best Top Division Newcomer 2023, and the yet more prestigious All Japan Pro Sports Newcomer Grand Prize, also for last year. Let's hope he can handle these raised expectations. I must also, actually, take you back to January 3rd, and the Dewanomi stable group practice at Kisei Stable to open up their new year. The group's highest ranked wrestler is, believe it or not, Ura, who was urged as a new komusubi to fittingly put himself about by the posse of coaches present. In response, the fan favourite fought 12 times, going 6-6, but lost his first bout to veteran Aoyama, and quipped, "I'm a weak Sanyaku guy." He then fought markedly better against Gonoyama and Hiradoumi. "I was tense going up against those wrestlers as they're all so very strong," Ura told Nikkan Sports post-session. "But at least that means their level's so good that I only need to fight 12 times to reap the benefits." With a very tough batch of first-week fixtures to come, including a potential opener with Terunofuji, Ura is keen to reach match-fit condition earlier than usual. Now, the other day, I rather should have stressed that Endo's hometown of Anamizu was even worse hit than Kagayaki's in last Monday's Noto earthquake. Endo phoned his relatives just after it happened to make sure they were safe. Luckily, the small-scale tsunami stopped 100 meters short of their house, but other local residents were sadly not so blessed. Endo's Anamizu fan club have cancelled their trip to watch him fight, scheduled for January 16th. Dozens of locals are now sheltering in the community hall, which displays so many of his sumo feats. At the Tokitsukaze group practice on Friday, he took on the likes of Kirishima and Shodai, finishing 1-5. Afterwards, he told the press, "Obviously, people back home have lost their lives, so I'll be keeping my comments brief. All I can do is stick to my job and try to do it well. And if my January wins can bring much-needed cheer to folks back home, I'll be most delighted." It has also been revealed that Daieisho's grandfather resides in the town of Suzu, for so long cut off from rescue efforts. "I'm hearing it's pretty grim up there. They're freezing away and wanting for food. I so badly want to win for those people right now," was what Daieisho told the press. Meanwhile, the ex-coach Kakuryu and new coach Otowayama has revealed he'd been dreaming for some time of seeing in the new year within the walls of his own stable building. "And it was great I actually got to do it. I and the new team all had a meal together on December 31st, he said on Friday, just 24 hours before his men started training on their brand new dohyo. Now, back to today, January 7th, and the latest Wakatakakage update, courtesy of Sports Hochi. Waka enters January just one rung below salaried level. "But I should have made Division 2 already," he said. "I cannot be satisfied with just the 5 wins in November. Then again, at least I got through those 7 bouts without making my right knee any worse. I know some guys in my situation would be crushed by the pressure of having to win, given the vast drop in level, but I never let that get to me. On that infamous bout with Kotonowaka that put him in this state, he said, "The Yokozuna and Ozeki were out that day, and I was the highest ranked man left in. I couldn't just disappear as well, and fought that rematch as someone of my rank should. For once you're up in that ring, there's no backing out." On his rehab process, he said, "At first, I couldn't even lift my right leg while lying flat on my back. That was the action I practiced over and over again to begin with. It took a while to get used to walking too, but I downed my crutches after a month." He revealed that Tomokaze, who suffered a similar knee problem, phoned him to check on his status and counsel him where he could. "Tomokaze's knee was worse than mine, so it was good to get his advice on rehabilitation," Wakatakakage said. "And when training at Kisei Stable last year, I also talked to Ura about his recovery. I'm stuck with this problem from now on, but we know there are fighters who've bounced back from it, and I want to be one of them." As a 29-year-old, he continued, "Coming off the back of a nightmare year too, I really want 2024 to be good. I'll do what I have to do in January, and hopefully results will follow. Honestly, I'm just thrilled to be back doing sumo after so many months away." And finally, some news just in. Kirishima called in on the Nishonoseki group practice for the second morning straight today, and felt Kotonowaka's wrath. The Sekiwake simply could not wait to be summoned to fight as a follow-up to yesterday, and performed much better, with some well-timed inside rights backed up by plenty of extra kilos. Outstanding Kirishima fought back to win 3-2, but it was all far closer than yesterday when he waltzed to a 5-1. "Well, as an Ozeki standard bearer, I've got to stand in his way," said a slightly rattled Kirishima. Kotonowaka meanwhile said, "It's clear I need to be training more with men of the highest ranks. What I love about these sessions is that the more you win, the more you fight with less than ideal stamina. And that's when you learn to really hang in and sniff out those winning chances."